Hi, this is Jim, and I'm outside Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, and sad that I was not able to get back for the funeral. I've been traveling in Europe, but I intend to be tomorrow at the time of the funeral at the other famous cathedral in Paris, Sacré-Cœur, at the time that the funeral's going on. Anyway, I picked Notre Dame because Notre Dame was university was my dad's favorite for sure, and as everybody knows, Dad passed away in May 6th of '04, and at that point, my mom was in the beginning of Alzheimer's, and that progressed, and it was actually, the last 10 years was a gradual process of losing her, and now she's passed away as well, which is a very sad occurrence. And when I saw on the memorial wall the picture of her, you get a lot of memories come back. And, my mom and I were pretty close. My brother and sister, Kevin and Susie, are 7 and 6 years older than me. So there were times when they were off in high school or off in college, and so my mom and I were always very close. And a couple of stories you recall that come back that are always kind of interesting. What comes back to your mind when I saw her picture. There was one, I think I was 7 years old when I was, I guess I got home from school, and I had one of those hokey little book bags, little fall leather with the little flap over it and the little handle. And so I walk up the steps to the porch and try to get in the house, and the house is locked because she's not home yet. And I took my book bag and I threw it into the tulip patch. Beheaded a couple of tulips and slammed it. And so how close were my mom and I? Well, she could make me school book bag throwing mad. She wasn't around. But anyway, and the other one was, Mom always used to say, I was about the same age up till when I was 7. Every time her birthday came around, she was 29. And so, me being the inquisitive sort, I kind of figured, well, gee, I remember being 2 and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And every year she's still 29. So somehow I figured out what her age was. I don't recall how I did that, if I looked in her purse or her license or whatever. But anyway, when her birthday came around, this must have been 66, I sent her a birthday card saying, happy 42nd birthday. And she was very shocked. So I saw the first real shocked look on my mom's face in my life. Anyway, as you age and everything, and you go through life, you start to see, what your parents really meant to you. When I was a kid, a teenager, I thought it was appropriate that I have a curfew of 4:30 a.m. I thought that was reasonable. so that caused, obviously we weren't in agreement on that one. But, as you grow older and, I hit a couple of wayward spells here and there, and, the people that your friends and your associates and your peers and everything, when they distance themselves, well, who was there to help you? Your parents. My parents were there, and so that was an eye-opening thing, and we really were very close in all our lives, but particularly even late, mostly later in life, we really had a good relationship. So it was very sad when I lost my dad, and now my mom gone is even more sad. But anyway, I just want to say one other thing in closing. You look around at the world, and people, idealists, want to make the world a better place, and they want to cure world hunger, and they want to have peace in the world. And I really think the one thing that if you could change in the world that would make the world a really great place would be to cure bad parenting, which I think is almost redundant when you say bad parenting, because it's pervasive. And my brother and sister and I, we didn't have that. We had great parenting. And I will say that if everybody had parenting, everybody in the world had parenting like we had from my parents, the world would be light years better than it was. And so I think that's probably the greatest testament to them. And I really love them both, and I miss them both, and I always think about the things that they taught, the things they stood for. The number one thing in their life was their family. You didn't get in the middle. You didn't get in the middle of the family, not on their watch. And I just want to say that sad day, but you know, you take the positives from it. That's all you can do. So I'll be there tomorrow at Sacré-Cœur. And you know how these cathedral things work, because Sacré-Cœur is the highest point in Paris, altitude-wise. And you know, I think there's some connection between cathedrals, and so if I'm not, I'm going to be there in spirit, if not in reality. A bientôt.